We're live. Now we're live. We're live. Welcome to the West
Yo,
Coast
yo,
Draft
yo.
Podcast. We're
So
here.
we are here. We got to make a little announcement, though, a little tough news. Um, Daniel will be taking a indefinite hiatus from the pod.
Mhm.
He's just busy with work, busy with life, busy spinning tunes, and I'm happy for him, because he's
Yeah.
not a draft sicko like us. So
Yeah.
just
He
wanted to
said he
let you
said he
guys know.
says he's gonna still pop in every now and again. He's still just gonna make a cameo when it comes to either the Lions Super Bowl appearance or their playoff exit, he
Hmm.
said.
Yep.
And he's still plugging his picks in to his
Yep.
credit too. So
So
um
maybe we'll see him next season. I think we just might. I think I'll hop back on for next season's
I
episodes.
think, yeah, I don't think this is the last you've seen of Mr. Daniel
No,
Listenby on the
no,
West
it is
Coast
not.
Draft
Even if he doesn't
Podcast.
fully rejoin, it is far from
Yeah,
the last you'll see of him.
yeah. I'm not changing the thumbnail yet.
What is it?
It's still got his name on it. Remember, I changed it to add him on, and now he's gone. It's like, dang
Oh
it.
my
That's
gosh.
okay. I'm not changing it yet because he's still gonna have quite the role. We'll
What a
call him the ghost member, the
ghost
ghost third
member. There
member,
we go.
ghost member,
The gold member.
Goldman.
I
Jeez.
love gold.
Um. Well, we're here. We're back. First time since I think last Monday. Yeah, last Monday because we did it the day
Yeah.
before the Sun Bowl. So it's been over a week. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing good. A lot of fun stuff happened. Um,
Yeah,
Made a little video breakdown with
that's
Demond,
right.
but gonna keep these things separate. This is our goof around pod, and I'm trying to keep that place with my stage name very
Yes.
secret.
Yeah.
Or no, not
It's
secret, but separate. Separate.
separate, but
Because that
I
place is serious.
yeah, it was. Yeah, no, I was listening to it in the car on the way home. Actually,
Oh yeah, what did you
I was
think?
driving responsibly, as I say at the end of every podcast. I say drive
Yes,
safe,
yes.
folks, and I was driving responsibly, but I was listening to it with the Apple CarPlay. And it was very entertaining. It was good. Just get some breakdown in there. It was nice. It was
Yeah.
nice.
Got like 40 views on it.
Yeah, yeah. I subscribed on my
Oh,
burner
you did?
YouTube.
Ha!
Yeah, I did.
Nice.
On my burner YouTube.
Nice. Yeah, no, it was really fun to do. It's just I have a lot more respect for you because man, cut ups. I guess I didn't have all 22. You might,
Hmm.
but cut ups off of game copy, not fun at
No.
all. Especially using Clip Champ.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I hear you.
And then
It's
recording audio over it and then splicing that together. Lots of splits. Lots of splits. But it was fun.
yeah, yeah. But we made it and it came out very, very good. What is like 15 minutes by all it's
I
said and
I thought
done?
I was gonna do like 8 plays. Turned out to be
Yeah.
19 because I liked
Yeah.
because like even on some minor plays, like this is good stuff right here, man.
Right.
Like after that first drive, and we'll get to it, he was phenomenal.
Hmm.
It's very exciting time to be a Husky. So shall we get into it?
Yes, let us do it. In fact, I'm going to type in the description for this episode. However, let's hop right into where we left off with the everything after the
Yes, yes.
ReliaQuest Bowl. I'll let you take the reins while I type in this
Haha.
description.
Picking against Bama works again.
First fade off.
The
Yep.
board just can't beat Bama or Michigan, man.
Nope.
He
He's
just can't.
cursed.
He's cursed. Dude, that time when it was raining and they were just fumble after fumble. Oh my
Hmm.
God. I see why DeBoer wanted to get the hell out of here now.
Hmm.
I remember Jacob Banda said that DeBoer hates practicing in the rain. That's why they practice in the Dempsey.
Not surprise me. Does not surprise me. To be fair, I feel like a lot of Washington, like Peterson, I remember whenever it rained, he was always in Dempsey. So that's
Yeah,
not like it's
there's,
unique.
if you have Dempsey, there's no point to practicing in the rain because it just
Actually, I
makes.
was the only coach that I worked with at Washington that consistently liked practicing in the rain was Lake.
I mean, practicing the rain just makes practice harder. You just
Hmm.
can't. You just can't. I mean, coming from someone who had to practice in the rain all the time
That's true. Hey,
makes
it
it
rained in Northern California.
not like here,
Not
buddy.
like not like Seattle, but
After September, most of your practice is probably gonna be in the rain.
yeah, that's
Um,
fair.
Just makes
Did you ever have to practice in 105 to 110-degree weather
no,
though?
no, I couldn't do
Now
that.
see,
It
there's
got
the
it got
balance.
toasty. It got toasty in Central.
That's
We did
fair.
the Central Washington camps. It got
Ah,
toasty there,
okay,
man.
okay.
That was like late June, too.
Mm-hmm.
Every year in high school, my birthday was during that, and it sucked. It was the
Mm,
shittiest birthdays ever.
yeah.
3 days in shitty
No.
dorms.
California, Northern California specifically, because Southern California doesn't have to deal with the last part of this, but we didn't have to deal with the constant cold. Like I'd say our practices were like at the coldest, like 45 degrees, toward like in no, late November, December. But having to run the gamut of like summer practices being in like
Oh,
100 to
I
115
could
degree
not do that.
weather.
Did you
And
still
then in
practice on
late
turf?
August, yeah, we were practicing on turf.
Oh,
Late August, that's when wildfire season was in California too.
hmm.
So we would have to like do practices later at night because it
Oh
was too
man,
smoky to do it like when it was like in the midday.
dude,
Um,
evening summer practices, those are awesome.
yeah.
Those are the
And
best,
then turn
especially here
that
because we get light until like 9.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, we didn't get that. And then turn that around into September and late October is when you start getting a little chilly. That's when you start getting the sweatshirt under the
Oh
pads.
yes, oh
Um,
yes.
and then November is when it's like all of a sudden and like it's dark out by the time practice is
Yep,
starting and all
yep.
that. And it's like, okay, that's when it gets chilly.
The one year we made that, usually, we're tough up here. We don't wear the hoodies during practice,
Bro, I was wearing a hoodie every
but
single day.
but I'm happy this is a shared experience though. But that one year we made that deep playoff run deep into like November, we were
Hmm.
wearing hoodies and sweats at practice. It was like 20, it was like 30 degrees. It was
Hmm.
rough, dude. It was bad. Like any part of your body getting hit, it was like, oh, that
Yeah.
stunk. But I
No, we
remember
were
just
and it's so funny because in summer, like in yeah, like summer, so like not July because we didn't have pads on in July, but we usually got pads on early August and
yeah.
September. And in those practices, we were always like, please be shells, please be shells, please be shells. And then by the time you get to like December, you actually prefer to be wearing more pads because it's just so cold.
Insulates.
It
Insulates, yep.
insulates better. And it's like and there's not much contact going on in playoff practices anyways.
Oh no.
So it's like if
That's what
basically
the
the only way
freshmen
to
are
stay
for.
warm. Yeah, exactly. So the
So
only way to stay warm in those playoff practices is to just run around or
yeah.
insulate.
Yeah, no, I remember just being freaking. Hey, that wearing that hoodie underneath, that's an extra layer of padding
Mm,
right there. It was nice
no,
because I was a
no.
tackling dummy during that playoff run.
There you go, man.
But I was either a tackling dummy or standing on the sideline the whole time, and that stunk. The
Uh-huh.
worst part were the games when you couldn't wear hoodies and you're standing on the sideline in that kind of cold.
Oh yeah.
That and not much running
That's where
space.
you look at like you're decked out like a Road to Glory player where you got like 18 sleeves on and
Oh yeah,
everything and
I would
it makes
put
it you think you look cool but you're actually just you look like
I would put
uh
a
the kid from Christmas Story.
oh yeah, I would put a pair of hand warmers in my lineman gloves.
Oh yeah,
That
you need the hand warmers.
was
Oh yeah.
good. That was
Oh
good.
yeah. No, I looked ridiculous as like a linebacker out there, but I had the QB hand warmer pouch because I went and
Nice.
bought it at
Yep.
what's it called?
So many people
Dick's
did that.
Sporting Goods. Oh
So
yeah.
many people did that. You had like everybody wear those that playoff run. It was so cold, and we got rained on too. That was the worst
Oh
part.
goodness. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, the rain makes it so much worse.
Yep. I remember one of the playoffs. I think I said it before, but it was so foggy too. It was funny.
Hmm.
But it was those were. I'm happy we have that shared experience because man, those cold practices.
Hmm.
I do prefer it to the super. See, heat wasn't horrible here, so I did prefer the summer ones. And like, but like, and I remember people would always complain during August or during like early
Uh-huh.
September Husky Stadium games when we had to
Yeah.
wear a full band uniform. I was like, oh, it's so hot, and I was always like, I'd rather have this than miserable
Hmm.
rain and cold and wind.
I'm I think I preferred the hotter practices just because at that point we weren't in pads yet. It was just jerseys and
Mm,
shorts. So
yep.
like you were dressed for the weather. So you
Yeah.
weren't like dying. Like obviously you're out there and it's sweaty and you're on turf,
I
so
remember
it
when they got
sucked.
those
But yeah,
that
plenty of
fancy
water
water
breaks.
machine of the like kind of thing you push. It's got those big cord, a bunch of those big corded ones that you kind of
Oh yeah, I
push.
know what you're talking about.
When
Yeah, yeah.
we got one of those my sophomore year, and
Really?
that was the best thing ever. That was awesome. And I'd like, squirt some on my head,
Yeah. We never
Oh,
didn't have one of those. I had one of those from when like little Pee Wee League all the way up
see, you
to
guys actually put money in football. That's the
yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, the Folsom Junior Bulldogs actually got a lot of money into the program.
Just like, for how absurdly rich Bellevue School District is, they don't put any money in football equipment.
Yeah.
We had such old helmets. It was annoying.
Yeah. No, it was well, it sucked too because like when I would the year after I graduated, the entire varsity team got speed flexes.
Oh,
And obviously you see
you had a speed flex.
I did, but I got that myself. The year after I
Oh,
graduated, they just provided speed flexes.
see, I was really tempted to get a speed flex on my own too. It's like $400, I believe. But we had such a weird. You had to get it custom painted though,
You did, yeah, you had to get custom painted, yeah.
and I didn't want to go through that mess.
It actually wasn't that hard because usually, so what our team did is you just if you dropped it off of the coach, he basically if you brought him your helmet, he mailed it in, like he mailed all of them in at the same time with the correct color, and then he just gave it back to you
See,
when
you had to do that yourself. They tell
yeah,
you who or whatever, and like I just
yeah.
don't want to go through with that mess. Although one year, we got like just a few new helmets every year, and I got a pretty big noggin, and it would always
Yeah.
be grades get the best helmets. If you get the best grades, you get a new helmet. And like I was like, I had perfect grades, but a couple, some older guys
Mhm.
also had them too. So I was a little bit down the list. None of the ones that were left fit me. It's like, why are we getting small, mediums and smalls?
Well, but the reason I bring up the speed flex like the year after I graduated is because I still have some family friends who now have like younger kids that were in the Junior Bulldogs program.
Yeah.
And guess what? Now the middle schoolers all have speed flexes.
Oh my God.
I'm like, brother, come on. This isn't
See,
fair. I had the old the Riddell Revolution like the first
see,
3 years I
we
played.
didn't even get that. We didn't even get that. We had some
You
older
got
shit ones.
the shut buckets.
Not not even like the Air XPs.
Some of those shut ones were just a pain. Actually I will say I actually think the one year that I had a shut helmet instead of a Riddell, not sponsored by the way. And I will say the Speed Flex is incredible.
Yeah.
But comparing the Riddell Revolution and the shut, like whatever the generic one is
Yeah.
that every football player when they're growing up wears,
Yeah.
that was more comfortable. The Riddell Revolution,
Okay.
so
I
uncomfortable.
would have killed for a Riddell Revolution. I would have
It was
killed for
so
it.
bad. I
What's that?
hated it. I don't know how Peyton Manning wore it for the first 20 years of his
Oh,
career.
oh, oh. No, I'm thinking about the speed, Revolution
Oh, yeah, no,
speed.
the speeds were fine. The speeds, I actually, I
I will
the
say I would not wear a Revolution. I
the
agree with you.
Revolution sucked.
Those are
Yeah,
ugly. The
yeah.
speed flex are the
Speeds were okay.
greatest.
Speeds were okay.
Speed flex is the greatest helmet ever made.
Oh,
The
I love the speed
Axiom
flex.
looks horrible. I hate the Axiom. I wouldn't feel confident not having a top bar either.
Hmm.
I get the science behind it, but I
But
like having that top bar.
the new ones do have a top bar
Yeah,
now.
but they look goofy. They
I
did,
think they look better than they did. They
they
look
look
better
like
with.
they just gave it because of all the complaints and like,
That's
all
fair.
right, fear
Yeah,
whatever. They didn't
yeah.
put much thought into it. But it seems like skill guys love the F7.
Oh yeah, the F7's all the rage right now.
I'd still wear a speed flex over that.
I need to try F7. Actually, you know what? Last time I was at Dick's Sporting Goods, they had the Vices, like that you could buy. So I put it on. I didn't buy it obviously, but I just put it on. It was very comfy.
You know
I
who
get
was an
why.
investor in Vices?
You know,
Russ Wilson.
really, that doesn't surprise me. I know he was one of the first
Early
ones to
investor. Yeah,
wear
he's
it.
one of the first ones. I wouldn't wear Vices. The big thing we did though is if you're a senior, you got to get a custom face. You could get it by a custom face mask. So back when custom face masks were cool, not the super custom ones, but just like
Hmm.
either the big grill or the slanted big grill. You saw a lot of those. Those were
Mm,
cool. Those were really cool. Because it was a lot less of a hassle to get them the right color.
right.
And you had to be a senior starter to get one. It was like an unofficial rule, but everyone look at you real funny if you if you did that and weren't a senior starter.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Um,
Um,
See, that's why I would have been an awesome equipment manager, man. I just love football helmets. I'm
it's
still pissed I
fun.
didn't get
It's
that
fun,
job.
man.
I
Yeah.
told him in my interview, talked about helmets for a long time.
That was the problem. That was the red flag. They thought you might steal some.
Red flag might have been I still have my long hair.
There you go.
Man, it would have been awesome. I could have been on the sidelines, either doing like holding up cards and stuff. I would have killed to do that and have an earpiece and hearing the plays.
Mhm.
Oh my, I would have fucking killed to do that. Like, I loved holding the cards when I was, riding the bench.
Mhm. All right, my friend. It's the
All
time
right,
to break down the
very
games. Should we start with
sidetracked
the Little
already.
High Quest Bowl? We already talked about this a
Talked about
little
a
bit.
little bit, but man, getting humiliated like that against a Michigan team with nobody on it, that's pretty embarrassing.
Oh yeah, because it's not like Michigan had like any other. I mean, they had starters. Don't get me wrong. It's not like they had no starters, but
They had,
they had a
I, I,
lot of
I don't know if
options.
you said no starters, man. I mean, were there any starters worth playing though?
Yeah, fair enough. Like Orgy played, but
Exactly. Davis Warren
um,
played. Woo!
yeah. But yeah, basically all their players worth a damn all
Worth
sat out,
anything.
and guess what? They still won. This was a blowout in the first half. Obviously, Bama came back and kind of made it
Made it
close towards
interesting.
the end, but was a little too late for them. As you could, predict. Um, Miller looked rough in this game. I mean, I'm not surprised. I'm a little surprised that he declared after this game because, man, this is the last bit of college tape you put out there. It was rough.
Yeah. Those
But,
fumbles. Oh,
yeah. But also, you don't have much to gain.
sounds like it's nowhere near certain that Grubb's going to Bama.
Really? That's a
Yeah.
surprise. I just figured it was a
I
shoot.
figured I
But
figured he was gonna take a flight right there, but maybe he's like passing game coordinator with the Falcons. I bet you somebody's pounded the table for that one.
yeah.
Someone who carries a lot of weight.
Oh
Whoever's not the
man.
OC for Bama is going to be working with the Falcons. I'll tell you that right now.
Not the OC with Bam. Oh, Sheridan, either
Yeah,
Sheridan or Grubb.
it won't be like OC. It'll just be Stafford job, but get one of Mike's guys in there. That's important because those are his top two guys right there.
Uh-huh. That's true. Surprised Jimmy Lake hasn't been fired yet. Ah, Jimmy Lake kept a job longer than Ryan Grubb in the NFL.
Uh,
Vindicated.
I mean, the way that Morris spoke, I would be I'd be flummoxed if Jimmy's not fired.
Hasn't been fired yet. Although they're
It's been
still
a horrible
division.
unit, man. They were a horrible unit.
They were. They were.
No, hey, I still have love for Jimmy. You have more love for Jimmy than I do. It's like, yeah, they just didn't perform,
Not.
especially when you have a defensive head coach.
Right. But at that point, some of it falls back on Morris, though.
I think Morris should be fired.
Oh, he's not going to be. It's too
No, he's
early.
not, but he should. You need to. Honestly, I think it wouldn't be the worst choice to elevate Robinson.
They should elevate Jimmy.
He's gonna punch Mike. Um, I think it would. I mean, you got a guy now, and we're gonna get onto this on Thursday, but like, you got a guy like that, you got to get an offensive coach, man.
Yeah. It must suck to be the New Orleans Saints and be the only team in your division without a QB now.
For now,
For now.
Jalen Milrow going
Jalen
down in New
Milrow,
Orleans.
you are a New Orleans. Okay. Barf. Hey, I'm just surprised.
They
I'm
need
just
they
happy.
need to replace Taysom Hill soon.
My favorite community note from there were a lot of great community notes this weekend, but my favorite community note from the weekend was, do you see the play where Lamar Jackson, he did like the touchdown throw, and then he went and was like celebrating with his back turned before the guy even caught it,
Yeah.
and like there's the tweets like no other QB in the league can do this, and then the community note, Bryce Young did this less than 24 hours later.
That was awesome. I
Oh
saw
yeah,
that one.
Bryce Young vindication. Let's go.
Yeah, community notes is probably the only good thing Elon's done to Twitter.
Community notes on Twitter is incredible. I
That's
love it, man.
I can't think of anything else that Elon did that
You
is
know,
particularly good.
there have been some good. I don't know. I'm not gonna get into it.
Maybe longer videos,
Yeah,
longer
the whole
posts, I guess.
verification thing's been a mess. I will say that.
Yeah,
There's no.
no, I feel like there's more bots now than there were before.
Oh, 100% there are. There's a ridiculous number of
Although
bots.
my follower count went way down, the following count went way down because all the bots that spam follow me got purged.
Um, I hate it
Went
when
down
that
by about
happens.
100.
Woof.
Yeah.
Um,
I was about even at my following follower ratio. Not that I really care, just
mm-hmm.
if I find an account I like, I follow it. It was like
Uh-huh.
looked one day, I was like, whoa, did I fall off?
Did I fall off? Am I washed?
Have I
Am I
washed?
cooked? Am I cooked?
I do love community notes.
Community Notes is great. That's been an objectively good addition, I think.
Oh, and like he changed the block feature a little bit. Speaking of getting blocked, I got blocked by Jeff Schwartz.
Oh yeah, I think we talked about. No, we didn't. We
This
haven't had a
yeah.
pod since then. That's right, because we haven't talked
So
about the Rose Bowl
I
yet.
like replied to something I like posted in the replies to something he said, and then he quote tweets me,
Hmm.
and like I responded a couple of times in that, and then he blocks me. It's like you're picking a fight and then blocking me. That's not the
Right.
poster's code. That's
Oh.
I only block spammers. That's the
Hmm.
only I live and die by the tweet. Live and die by the tweet. Um, soft, very sad. Jeff Schwartz, not tough, not tough. Just he got me
Um,
my most views ever though on a
that's
tweet.
true.
So hey, thanks for that. He was having like a legendary cope session after Oregon lost the day after. He was like going on for hours, dude. It was funny. And then I accidentally said Jim Schwartz blocked me uh, in the
Jim
replies,
Schwartz.
but it was funny, so I kept it that way. Because he's that kind of guy that you kind of forget his name.
Yeah. Oh Schwartz. Oh Schwartzes. Good players. Terrible Twitter
Oh,
follows.
horrible, horrible.
Horrible Twitter follows. Um,
Shall
Speaking
we
of, should
get
we
to
talk
the
about
Sun
Tony the
Bowl?
Tiger Sun Bowl? Do you want to
Yeah,
lead
let's
this
do
one
it.
off? I
Yeah,
wasn't
sure,
able
I'll
to
lead.
watch all of it, so I'll let you kind of take the reins on it.
Yeah, so this was just totally stars born again for Demond, and how poetic that it was in the Sun Bowl, right?
Hmm.
Um, the first drive was rough. He had run Jonah Coleman run for a loss. Demond batted pass on a quick game over the middle, and then Demond picked six where he totally stared down his receiver. That was a really rough first drive, but after that, lights out, dude. He was just eating them alive on the deep crosses. They just couldn't stop it. Um, and it was great to see a guy with an arm like that because we have not seen the deep ball all year with front of the pod Will Rogers. I mean, Giles he got 4 touchdowns, right?
Yeah,
He
no,
got
I think
all
Giles
four of
got four of them.
Demond's.
Yeah.
He got all 4 of touchdowns. Like that was incredible. What an awesome way for him to go out. Offense was doing stuff we hadn't seen all year, really utilizing some of the boot game. Um, Run game, couldn't really get going. The run blocking was still bad, but pass blocking was a lot better. Pass blocking, Devontae had time. It wasn't there was some times that he didn't have time, but honestly, all in all, I thought the pass blocking was pretty solid in that game
Hmm.
against a defense that was well coached, better than I thought it would be, and gave him a ton of different looks. They gave Demond a lot of different looks. They were definitely trying to confuse him, and he was not phased. It was real gutsy to lead that last minute drives. That was really gutsy performance. Um, that miracle play to Jeremiah Hunter. I cannot believe that. Danielson said it perfectly with the "Oh my goodness," and I love going for two there. That was Jed's kryptonite against USC. Go for two for the win, and it was a good play design. I think calling it right after the play that was a little bit similar really tipped off the DB to
Hmm.
sink, but it was still a really awesome play by the DB. And UW lost because of two really good plays by the Louisville DBs. Is the pick six was also quite a good play too, and the that DB made an awesome play because Demond, I think he put it perfectly. I don't think there's much more air he could have put underneath it. So it was, I haven't came back smiling from a loss like that in a long time. Defense stunk, but it was fun to watch Demond.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I agree. Also, I mean, defense stinking. Part of that is Steve not game planning for this game
Yeah, he
because
was checked out.
he was preparing for his flight to Chapel Hill the next day. So no, no
Actually, I have
worries there,
intel that he
honestly.
flew back with the team and was ordering shots in the plane.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah,
actually kind of funny. Good for him, man. Okay, never mind. I respect it a little more now.
I don't hate
Um,
letting him ride it out, finish the season. I don't hate it.
no, no, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, shoot, yeah. If he wants to finish it out, go ahead. And if he's gonna order shots for the guys on the way back, even better. Shout out Steve Belichick. That's a way to go out right there.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch any of the Citrus Bowl, and I only
Wait,
watched
do you have
like
any extra thoughts on Tony the Tiger?
not
Nah.
particularly. I think you nailed it. The main takeaway is Demond.
Demond
I
being
think
viral on social media. People
yeah.
calling him Johnny Manziel.
Oh yeah.
Much
Hopefully
better
they
thrower than Johnny Manziel, I'll say that. And he doesn't
yeah.
have Mike Evans.
Yeah, it's true. He doesn't have Mike Evans. He has
Mike Evans
Denzel Boston,
basically
who's
made
even better.
Mike Evans basically made Johnny Manziel in retrospect.
He has Denzel Boston, he's even better.
But you don't say that to Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
I
like
was kidding. I'm
Hall of
kidding.
Famer Mike Evans. No, but
Mike Evans is a Hall of Famer.
I think his
He is a
stats.
Hall of Famer.
I don't know, man. I think he might be a little elevated from his stats. I'll say that.
And so's Larry Fitzgerald.
I think
And Larry Fitzgerald, are we arguing Larry Fitzgerald's a Hall of Famer?
no. Don't you put these words in my mouth.
All I'm saying is I think they're both elevated by their stats. If you're elevated
I
because
don't
your
think
stats are good, guess what?
if
Your
I
stats are
were a
good.
voter, I don't think I would vote Mike Evans to be a Hall of Famer.
I would. I 100% would. I wouldn't even second guess it.
The
I
memes of
think
the memes coming out after getting his 1,000 yards again were quite funny.
I think
I think it's a little overrated.
if I'm thinking receivers of the past 10 years, and Megatron retired 8 years ago. Receivers of the past 10 years, because there's usually at least a handful that will make the Hall of Fame. I think like the best receivers in the league today, Jefferson, Chase, CD, those guys are too new to say they're Hall of Famers yet.
They're the next generation.
They're the next generation. They're on that pace, but they're not there yet.
I think of so I got Odell,
Tyreek Hill,
AB, Tyreek.
A AB, yeah, AB should be.
He won't
Tyreek,
be. AB will not be in the Hall of Fame.
yeah.
Um,
Tyreek.
DeAndre Hopkins.
His peak was kind of short though.
He was in the league longer than Mike Evans, I think.
He's been in the league longer than Mike Evans by 1 year, but his peak was way shorter. Like Mike Evans is still getting 1,000 yards. DeAndre Hopkins is like a
A
wide receiver
thousand
three.
yard, a thousand
Yeah,
yards.
but compare that to DeAndre
Box
Hopkins, who's a
score
wide receiver
watcher.
three.
Box score watcher.
I'm okay. I'm also a Mike Evans fantasy owner. He's a stud. And he would have gone way over 1,000 yards if he wasn't hurt for like 5 games. You gotta remember, he got that in like 12 games.
We had less if Godwin didn't get hurt.
Okay, and that just meant he was getting double teamed. I will not tolerate Mike Evans hate. I'm not even a Bucks
I don't
fan,
think
but
he's
come
at
on.
Hall of Fame level. That's all.
I
Very, very good. I don't think he's Hall of Fame level.
I think if you put D Hop in the Hall of Fame, you have to put Mike
I
Evans in
wouldn't
the
put
Hall
D
of
Hop
Fame.
in the Hall of Fame though.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, Citrus Bowl. This was a funny game
Yeah. Oh,
because
this is the one with the
Burt
meme got
Bielema,
recreated.
Burt Bielema was just trolling
Oh yeah. What's
uh
his name? How do
Beamer,
I
Shane Beamer.
Shane Beamer,
He
yeah.
was just trolling him all game with super late subs all game. And Beaver was getting so pissed. And honestly, I don't blame Beaver for getting pissed, but don't sub as often then. Don't sub after like almost every play that won't happen. It was very funny though, because uh Bielema was just taunting him on the sideline in like the third quarter. And what's funny is I was watching with a friend and we were like, okay, this is gonna be a great post game shake. And no, it's just normal. They were like, okay. They didn't fight or anything.
Recreating the meme of Beamer getting held back while he points at the guy and Bielma's just got this dumbass grin on his face is
Oh yeah.
incredible.
Yeah,
Oh
no.
man. My
Bielema was
respect
like
for Brett Bielma went up so much with
Bielema
this
was just
game.
smiling the whole like fourth quarter. It was so
Yeah,
funny.
that's good. That's good. Good
Love to
for
see
him,
that
man.
kind of gamesmanship from
Yeah.
our boy
I mean,
Walter.
they know their useless bowl games, right? You might as well have some fun with it. There are no jobs on the line.
But it was an entertaining one. It was close. It was very fun.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The Texas Bowl was not close.
No, this is one I did not watch very
Yeah.
much. I like
Bay
flipped it
I
on
mean,
and off.
the thing is, Baylor kept moving the ball, and then they would go for it like inside. Like LSU got a touchdown to start. Baylor got down to the red zone, got to fourth and short, went for it, failed to convert. LSU got another touchdown. Baylor moved the ball, got down to the red zone, fourth and short, failed to convert. So it's just like they kept failing their fourth down conversions,
Yep.
and so
I
LSU
watched the
eventually pulled
Citrus
ahead.
Bowl a lot more than this one. I paid more attention to the
Yeah.
Citrus
So
Bowl.
I don't know. There's not much to take away from this one other than LSU finally won another game, which I guess they beat Arkansas to
Yeah.
close the season.
The boot.
Congratulations. The
Yeah,
beat.
good job, Brian Kelly, wasting more talent.
Or no, Oklahoma, not Arkansas. Oklahoma. They beat Oklahoma in the
Oh,
last
that's
game, I
right.
think.
They moved the
Not
boot.
Arkansas. Yeah, the boot they got earlier in the year, I believe. All right, playoff games. Penn State and Boise and Fiesta Bowl. Yeah, this was fucking bloodbath.
I think Boise put up a pretty decent fight for most of the game. They just didn't have the line to make much of a running game. Their passing game wasn't bad actually, which was interesting. Defense put up as much of a fight they could.
Yeah, I don't know. This one never really felt close to me, if I'm being 100% honest with
I
you.
don't know. It wasn't a huge. It wasn't. I don't. I disagree. I think Boise played as damn hard as they could. Um, let's see what the final score was.
Penn State won by 17, I tell you that much. I know that for a
That's not
fact.
that bad of a college football game, playoff game, man. 31-14 isn't horrible. Okay. I don't see at the box score. Just like it was 17-7 at half. That's not horrible, man.
I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
It wasn't
Think Penn,
horrible.
Penn State got out. Yeah, they had a 14 nothing lead after the first. So I don't know. It never really felt
Boise
close to
wasn't
me.
like just not doing anything on offense, though. Yeah, it wasn't close, but Boise put up a fight.
Yeah.
It wasn't
I
like
mean,
they got.
ultimately, only
It's
one
not
of
like they
the,
got ran out of the building, is what I'm saying.
I guess, another team did. Actually, two other teams. Two other teams did. I was about to say, in fact, only one of the semifinal games was actually close,
Yep.
which is the next one we're going to talk about.
The one
Texas,
that busted my
ASU.
parlay. The one that busted my
The
parlay.
one with the largest spread ended up being the only one that was close.
Shout out to Arizona State, man. They got screwed. They got
Yeah, man.
fucked, dude. It was
Okay, I
totally
will say
targeted.
this. I will say this, and I was admittedly, and I was talking to a friend of mine who went to Texas and played for Texas. I've mentioned him a few times on the pod, I
Yeah.
feel like. So I was talking to him, and obviously he's going to have a biased opinion, but I did end up agreeing with him. Yes, did ASU get screwed? Should have been called targeting. Yes. However, Texas missed the field goal. Ball don't lie. You go to OT.
That's fair. That's fair.
And what lost him the game more than the targeting call was calling a fucking zero
I
blitz on
honestly,
fourth
I
and
don't hate
13.
that play call. I don't hate that play call. If pressure
I
got home, you're a genius.
Okay,
I
but
don't.
it didn't. And you showed it pre-snap. You don't show it pre-snap. That's
It was the
stupid.
safety blew it.
Against the best defense, or not against the best offensive line in the country.
Not
You
according to the
show
Joe
a
Moore Award.
What's up?
Not according to the Joe Moore Award.
Who won the Joe Moore Award? I thought Texas
Army.
won it. Did Army win it? Okay,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here. Texas
You're
should have
fired,
won the
hot
Joe Moore
shot. You're
Award.
fired, hot shot.
Okay, well, in my opinion, the best offensive line in the country. Um, yeah, no, get out of here.
I would have called the blitz there.
I don't hate calling a blitz, but I don't like calling a zero blitz, and I don't like showing it pre-snap.
That's fair. That's fair. Also, that it looked like he didn't catch it. It looked like he didn't have
I got
control.
it. I don't think
I
he
still
did.
think Arizona State got screwed.
I will,
Got screwed.
and I was mad, and I will say, I also thought the safety misplayed it, and I was pissed at the safety, but then Dillingham actually explained in the,
He was lying. He's so full of it.
I'm
It
sorry,
was the
I'm not,
safety's
hey,
fault. He's defending
you,
his guys.
hey,
It
and
was
you know what?
totally
That's a good coach right there.
it is. It was totally the safety's fault though. You're the post defender. Defend the post.
Yeah. So, yeah, it sucked. I thought ASU was gonna pull that one out. Fucking fourth and 13, man. Um,
And you see Jake Plummer said he was high on mushrooms on the sideline.
it looked like he was, man.
Yeah. He was like, "Yep, I was. I was on this stuff on his Twitter."
That's so funny. Oh man, poor ASU, man. That would have been so fun. To
Oh
get at
yeah.
least one upset. Actually, I guess technically Notre Dame winning was an upset, but let's be real. We didn't think it was.
Nope.
Oregon.
My
Well,
favorite game of the weekend.
everybody's favorite game of the week. I was
Oh
texting
my god.
so many people during this
That
game. It
was
was
so
like this
dude.
was
Social media from kickoff to like 48 hours after.
oh.
Just incredible. Some of the best social
Whoa,
media.
hold up. Breaking news. Breaking news. Not super breaking news. It's just an interview. The Saints have wait. Guess who the Saints just requested to interview for a head coaching position?
Zach Taylor.
Not Zach Taylor. I wish. No. This
Uh
is gonna, the meme from Saving Private Ryan where Matt Damon turns old, or the GIF?
no. How about Greg Williams? I don't know.
Not Greg. No. I'm gonna say this name,
I'm
and
sorry,
you're.
Bo. I've never seen Saving Private Ryan.
Oh no, you don't know the GIF where Matt Damon he turns old.
I don't recognize it.
Okay, hold on. If I show it to you, you're gonna know it.
Okay.
Um, this is a name that I still don't associate with
Is it
coaching.
Josh McCown?
Is not Josh McCown, no. That would make too much sense. He's actually had hold on.
Who's a pretty recent player that is coaching now?
this one right here. This is the GIF I'm talking about.
Honestly, I've never seen this GIF.
You've never seen this GIF before? Oh man,
No.
it's all over Twitter. It's basically whenever you see something that makes you feel old.
Oh, okay.
Um, you want me to just say the name?
Yeah.
Davis Webb
Oh, for head coach?
for head coach.
What is he
Is the
doing?
Broncos QB coach.
Oh my God. He was like drafted in 2016.
2017. He was the same draft class as Patrick
27.
Mahomes.
Oh my God. Oh
He's
my.
in the same draft class as Patrick Mahomes, and the Saints are interviewing him for
That
head
has to be
coach.
a feel out for OC interview.
Probably. That's so funny though. I'm
Oh
sorry.
my
I hope he
God.
gets it just for the memes. He's only 29, so he'd definitely be the youngest head coach ever.
Oh my goodness. That hurts.
I know, man. I just saw that pop up and I'm like,
Dude,
wait, is
you
that
know whose
real?
interviews have been absolutely hilarious?
Who's that?
The Jets.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Rex Ryan, Ron Rivera.
Um,
Rex Ryan. Oh man, Rex Ryan would be
who
so
else? There's another old guy they did too with Rivera.
fun.
I think they interviewed Vrabel too.
Vrabel, yeah. Hold on. The Jets have kind of announced
Seeing
their
them interview Rex Ryan was hilarious. It's like,
Oh, that was absolutely incredible.
well, the last time he were decent, he was head coach. Why not give him a try?
Right, exactly. What do you have to lose?
That
Let's
would
see.
be an
Rex
absolute
Ryan.
disaster. That would be an absolute disaster.
It would be so funny though.
Oh, I love Rex Ryan, man.
Rex Ryan. Let's see. Ron Rivera. Dang it, they have too many posts from the game. I'm gonna find the head coaching interview posts. Where are they? Where are they? Oh, Mike Vrabel. They already announced that one.
Seeing Pete Carroll get a
Um,
bunch of
Ron
interviews,
Rivera. Louis Riddick, they interviewed for GM, but that's GM. That's not what I'm
seeing
looking
Pete
for.
Carroll get interviews is funny.
Oh yeah, he's I think
That
he's interviewing the Bears on or
yeah,
interviewing with the Bears on Thursday, I saw.
the Bears requesting an interview with Mike McCarthy is hilarious.
And the Cowboys turning it down.
It's like you're really gonna keep him as head coach.
If they keep him, man, I just don't his contract's up. Just let him go.
They kept Coach Clapp way too long too.
They did. They did.
It's clearly not working.
No. I wonder if it's like a Burrow and Zach situation where like they just are like
Why
Dak
would
wants to
Dak
keep him
like him?
around. I don't
Why?
know. I don't know. Maybe he does though. That's my only theory. I mean, I'm not saying he's right. I'm just saying it's my only theory.
I think it's because Jerry doesn't know ball.
Yeah.
See him in Landman.
Oh, I did see that. Yeah.
It's like people are
Oh,
like, wow.
Matt Nagy, Arthur Smith also in there.
Um. Oh wow. Ugh.
Matt Nagy, Rex Ryan.
Um. Shoot, what was I thinking about? Oh yeah, people are like, wow, Jerry Jones is a great actor, and I was like, he's not acting in this.
Yeah, no, he's just
He's being
they just turned the
himself.
camera on and let it roll. Just let him talk. Let's see. Aaron Glenn. They're gonna interview Aaron Glenn, which that one actually makes sense. There's Arthur Smith. Here we go. Okay, Jets interview list so far, as Schefter tweeted it yesterday. So Vrabel, Ron Rivera, Rex Ryan, Brian Flores, Josh McCown, Joe Brady, Matt Nagy, Arthur Smith, Brian Greasy, Aaron Glenn, Vance Joseph, and Bobby Slovic. You're late on Slovic, guys.
Yeah. Well, you
That's a
know who
list.
is definitely interested in the Seahawks? So I didn't know this at the time, but
Yeah.
we really tried to get Frank Smith to come last year because
Hmm.
we'd be able to because he's a call plays, and supposedly he regretted not coming. So
Hmm.
maybe we make that move. I wouldn't hate it. Like some of the names they did suggest, like I remember I saw that what's his name, the guy who got fired by the Browns this year and the Bills last year.
Hmm.
There's some interest there. What's his name though? Do you know who I'm talking about?
Uh, which one? Sorry.
He got fired by the Browns this year and the Bills last year.
What's his Ken Dorsey?
Ken Dorsey and Brian Johnson are some names to look out for.
Brian
I'm
Johnson,
like,
man, he got
no.
ran out of town
I'm
in
like, I'm
Philly.
like, absolutely not for those two. The other ones I liked. Um, looks like Jake Peets isn't getting it though. He said no internals. That's the only one.
Ken Dorsey getting fired from two straight OC jobs and then getting
After the
hired.
Bills told the Browns don't hire him, he's awful.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I feel like it's going to be a decently attractive job just because you can do whatever you can. You're unless you're super pass happy, you'll get the reins. I want him to go with someone from the McVay tree, someone from Green Bay or Minnesota. I'd be very happy with. Frank Smith, I'd like.
Yeah, Frank Smith be okay.
I think you'd have to make some adjustments just because we don't have those same speed weapons that Dolphins have. But let's get away from the coaching
Yeah, no, we'll
and
we'll
back
talk
to the
about the
Rose
coaching
Bowl.
stuff. Back to the Rose Bowl, yeah.
Just
Yeah,
belt to ass from the very
belt to
jump,
ass.
and it was so
Yeah.
sweet. Just total domination, total
You
domination.
know it, you know it's a blowout when I was starting to get pissed off that they weren't beating them they weren't shutting them out. Like the third quarter when Oregon was able to get the touchdown and 2-point conversion and then the touchdown to open the second half. I started to sweat a little bit, but really I was more so just angry that Ohio
Yeah.
State was letting it look like it was competitive when it
Oh,
never
people on the
was.
Discord, they're the most fragile people. Like if anything bad happens, oh, that place on Husky games, horrible.
Oh,
They're
I bet.
dooming it everything.
Oh yeah.
They're like after halftime and after they got the second score, like oh my gosh, they're gonna come back. And I was like the whole time like, no, they are not. It is
I uh,
absolutely
a
not
part
happening.
of me deep down was afraid it might happen, and then I think Ohio State scored one more touchdown. I
You
was like,
know,
okay.
I said all season, I have no absolute no worries that Oregon would win the Natty.
Hmm. I mean, I never thought they would, but
They were
then
getting a
as
little
soon,
close though. They were getting a little
yeah, no,
close.
after they went undefeated in the regular season, I was like, shit.
Um,
Not this year. It's never gonna happen. And guess what? It wasn't this year, so it's never gonna happen.
yeah, this was their year, man. Because
Yeah.
I don't think there's ever going to be as weak of a field as there was this year. With the fine and like Jeff Schwartz is like, we only paid 10 million for our roster. It's like, yeah, right, sure.
Mhm.
Like we're behind all these teams. It's like, yeah, right, buddy. That's just the stuff in the books. We all know what the Nike machine does. It was so sweet, man. Jeremiah Smith, my goodness, dude. Something about Ohio State receivers and going off in the Rose Bowl with a Smith
Yeah.
in their last name.
With the Smith in their last name, that's right.
Although
Gosh, that
Terry,
2027, that 20, I'm already looking forward to a 2027 draft, man. It's gonna be so loaded.
dude, the race to the Bolitnikov of Smith versus Williams is going to be very fun. Who would you take right now, Smith or Williams?
Smith, I'd take Smith.
I'd take Smith.
They're both awesome, but I'd
Oh
take
yeah,
Smith.
I think Ryan Williams' body control is just one of the most insane things I've ever seen.
Yeah.
But man, that was just Jeremiah Smith putting up the deuces like 2 plays in.
Yeah, right.
Dude, that Michigan
Incredible.
loss is the best thing to ever happen to Ohio State because Ryan Day was like, in his whole tenure, finally was like, you know what? I'm going to get out of my head. We're just going to go for it. And it's worked so well. And it's like, it's setting up Ohio State to be pretty scary if he keeps this attitude going forward, man. Because I remember everyone was talking about firing him after how he reacted to after that Michigan game, just how dazed he was. And
Hmm.
then just absolutely whooping their last two opponents. They're looking pretty unstoppable. And Beau, as you say, never wrong, just early.
Got it wrong
That
just
was your
early.
natty pick all year.
That was my natty pick all year, man.
I
I
think
remember.
I think earliest on I was Texas. And then I kind of bought into the Tennessee hype early once the game started.
Yeah.
Then I agreed with you on Ohio State. And after the stumble, I was like, no, I was right at the beginning. It's Texas. But no, I'm totally with you after Tennessee. I'm with you. They're just they're finally just playing totally cohesive with all the
Mm.
talent they have. The edge rushers are actually doing something now for the first time in their career, except against Penn State.
I'm just gonna name. Sorry, I'm with you. Ohio State's gonna win it all. Hashtag never wrong, just early. But I was trying to find this tweet because I couldn't remember who sent it. I've just found it. The names of guys that will be in the 2027 draft that we can already get excited about. Jeremiah Smith, Ryan Williams, DJ Lagway,
Oh my
Cam
goodness.
Coleman, Colin Simmons, and Lenore Sellers if he decides to come back, which he's probably should,
You should.
and Damon Williams, question mark.
I don't think Demond. I think Demond's going to stay 4 years just because of his height. I think teams. I think that he's just going to be too small for the pros.
Uh, oh, and Dylan Stewart too. How to forget Dylan Stewart?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um, yeah, no, that 2027 draft is gonna be insane.
I hope Demond gets the leg enlarging surgery that they like break both your legs and make you taller, but you have to like live in a hotel room for 6 months. Like it's
Wait, sorry, that's horrible, by the way.
it's
But
horrifying.
do you see when the Titans fired Ron Carthon today and Coach Prime
Yep,
quote
yep,
tweeted it
yep.
with the wow. Show it Shadur ain't going there. Not that
Well,
he ever was. I think they like banned.
Cawthorn also did the posted the meme of
Oh, the
yeah,
guy.
dude. Tennessee's org is a fucking mess.
Oh yeah, Tennessee's they're rough right now, man. They're rough right now.
Their owner can't make up his fucking mind. He switches between blaming coaches and front office every other year.
Hmm. Oh, and
But
how did I forget Dylan Raiola?
but speaking about the getting taller surgery,
Hmm.
so like at max it yields like 3 inches, but you have to like lay on the floor of a hotel room for like a month interaction, then live
Yeah.
in there for 6 months because it's kind of illegal. And like the funniest thing about that whole surgery is you look so disproportional because your arms and like torso are the same size as when you were shorter, but your legs are longer. So it looks really goofy. Hey, Demond, maybe that can be part of your NIL package. You can get drafted.
Hmm.
Dude, he's gonna be like stretching like for hours the morning of the combine measure. I bet they'll ask him to play slot.
Yeah. Jeez, Justin Hopkins already saying Dante Moore's gonna be better than DJ Lagway is crazy.
I saw that. I replied to that. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's why it popped up on my timeline. I saw you replied to it.
it's like, and that he was like posting their whole offense next year. It's like, I mean, when you're posting Jurian Dickey as your receiver three, and he had one catch this year,
Yeah, right. I mean, like you're losing Tez Johnson, Terrence Ferguson.
Holden,
Is Connerly going? Has he announced
yeah.
yet?
Oh, he has to be.
Yeah. I know Johnny is. I think he's going to the Senior Bowl, so he's definitely gone. So
Who
you're
is? Oh
losing at
yeah,
least
yep.
two offensive linemen. Your tight
Two tight
end,
ends. Two tight ends. Herbert's going to. Jordan James is gone. Top
Jordan
two
James,
receivers.
right? Obviously Gabriel. You're
Stewart's
losing
staying
almost your
though.
entire offense. You're
Stewart's
keeping
staying.
Evan Stewart, a couple interior offensive linemen, and that's basically it.
Stewart's staying though.
Yeah, that's why I said
Oh yeah.
Stewart and a couple
Honestly,
interior offensive
I
linemen.
heard I heard that the locker room did not like more in what's the city that UCLA is in?
Oh, Pasadena.
No, no,
Well,
no, no.
technically, the
Westwood.
college
Westwood.
is in Westwood. Yeah,
There we go. That's what. Yeah. Supposedly he had some issues in Westwood, and there's a reason Harbaugh did not take him.
yeah.
I think. I think Demon's gonna be better.
Um,
Is that two purple tinted glasses? Is that too much?
I think Damon's shown more, but Dante Moore's. It's funny to think Dante Moore's gonna be draft eligible next year. So if he has one big year, he could be out gone.
I remember Dick Cheese kind of posted a troll thing of like Oregon offered Sam Levitt $5 million to
That
transfer.
was awesome.
I spit my drink out. I laughed so hard. It was a really
That was
good
good.
troll. I DM'd him like, it was like, nope, it's real. It's like, yeah, okay, buddy. And then Levitt signed for $3 million today. I was like, okay, yeah, see, you're full of shit, Dick Cheese.
I love Sam Levitt, man. I know I should hate. I should dislike ASU as a U of A guy, but I don't know. They're just so dang likable, man.
It's
Also,
gonna,
Camp
I
Scadaboo.
think they're
I
totally gonna be
love.
taking a step back after
Oh,
Scadaboo, man. There's
100%.
just
They're
no
losing Camp
replacing him.
Scadaboo. Yeah. When you lose a 916 guy, you're cooked.
You see that post after the game? It was like Cam Scadaboo. I don't know if I ever sent it to you, but I sent it to the Discord. But it's like Cam Scadaboo would have had better offers if he wasn't white.
Oh,
It's
I
like,
did see that.
oh my
Yeah,
god.
I did see that. No, he would have had better offers if he wasn't playing at a Division
I
Five
bet you.
school.
I bet you grades were an issue too.
Yeah, well, he played for a D5 school in the middle of bumfuck Sacramento County.
Is
That's
Sac
why.
State a good school?
No, it's not.
Okay, so that's that. I think grades were probably an issue too.
And let me tell you, Rio Linda is the fucking boonies, man.
Yeah, a lot of
So
math.
yeah, he's just yeah, just middle fucking nowhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, it ain't Folsom. He should transfer to Folsom if he wanted some fucking D1 looks. Well, FBS looks.
he would have had to
But
tackle
that's
him
also
though.
me being biased.
He would have had to tackle him though.
That's
That would
true.
not have been fun.
It would not have been fun. Okay, should have could transfer to I don't know. He would have played at any Division 1 school in the Sacramento area. I don't know why
It's
he didn't
always
transfer.
so interesting to me that for you guys higher level is lower numbers. For us, it's the opposite.
Yeah, I know it's
I
reverse.
feel like
Yeah.
it's like that. I feel like it's higher level is bigger school than
Oh,
most places.
in Arizona, that's the way it is. Higher is
Texas,
bigger.
Texas.
Yeah. California is like one of the only ones where Division 1 is the best one.
That's interesting.
Yeah. But and so it's what I grew up with. So then I went when obviously I came up to Washington, like I got thrown off at first, but now literally everywhere else the hire's better. So now I'm like, oh, so
What are we
California.
doing?
We were weird. California was weird.
I like some uniqueness.
I don't know. Not much else to talk about with Oregon, Ohio State.
Other than just absolute belt ass. The
What's
social
ass?
medias were very funny.
Yes. The Sugar Bowl. First and foremost, thoughts and prayers with the families of those impacted by the terrorist attack
Oh
or
my
whatever
god,
it
that was
was in New Orleans.
horrifying.
Horrible.
It was,
Horrible.
I was at that exact same area at the same
Hmm.
time, and I just remember all of the excitement that was waiting me in the morning.
Right.
I
That's
was out there
true.
with my friends.
New
And
Year's
I
Eve
was there.
2023 to 4, you were in New Orleans.
I
And
was in
then
New
New Year's
Orleans
Eve 2024 to 5, there's the
on the
attack.
exact same street.
Yeah.
I seen the videos. I was at those exact same spots. My hostel was 3 blocks away. You know, and I texted the guys who I was there with, and we were all just in shock.
Right.
It was so sobering. It was so scary.
Yeah.
I I just couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Horror. Just feel so horrible
So
for the victims.
delaying the game, obviously the right
I
decision.
I thought the smart move might have been to just have no fans. I would not have gone to the game if I was there. I would have gone home. I I
Yeah. And it's a lot of people did, it sounded like.
I would have thought it was just too risky to stay in the city to go to
Right.
the event that was targeted. It was just absolutely horrifying.
Yeah. No. So I haven't seen recent. I think the last I saw was 12, either somewhere between 12 and 15
Yeah,
dead.
I think you're about right.
So hopefully, obviously, way too big of a number, but hopefully it stayed that number.
Yeah,
Um, as for the game itself,
not super interesting to be honest.
no. I
It
mean,
was a mid
this
off.
honestly, looking at them all, maybe with the exception of Penn State, Boise State, I think this looked like the most boring game, and it turned out to be
I
the
think
most.
it was more boring than Penn State,
Oh
Boise
yeah,
State.
at least Penn State, Boise State had some offense. Notre Dame,
Yeah,
I mean, shoot, half of Notre Dame's scoring was special teams.
yep. It was just very heavy defense, low scoring, like I predicted.
Mhm.
Quarterbacks sucked on both sides, just
Yeah,
stunk. That play where Marcus Freeman subbed his whole special teams off and got the false start, that was awesome. That
yeah,
was
great.
genius.
Yeah. Uh, Parker Jones became a meme.
Oh yeah.
Poor guy.
Special teams was so weird though, with two running into the kickers in a row. It's like, what the hell? That's a grab him by the face mask moment of what the hell are you doing? Especially after the second one. But I would say I like Marcus Freeman a lot.
Yeah.
Marcus Freeman is who Jimmy Lake thinks he is.
No Jimmy slander.
Not Jimmy Lake. No. Dan Lanning. Dan Lanning.
Ah, there you go. There you go. I
Whoops.
can see that. I can see that.
Um, just stand up guy. I told you, Notre Dame's gonna cause some problems in the playoffs, man.
Yeah.
I really
I
think they
think
could have
I
taken
think we're
over.
heading toward I think we're on a collision course to a Penn State Ohio State rematch in the Natty, which is gonna end up being Ohio State winning. Because they always do.
Oh yeah. Oh dude, JTT is gonna go insane in that game.
Oh goodness. He is a re
Notre Dame's favored?
yeah, well we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
What?
He has a reboot of his 2022 game at in Happy Valley.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's the last game of his
Hey, the
college
only
career.
good thing that JTT, Emeka, and um, G. Scott Jr. did for Washington was go belt to ass against Oregon in this game. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Um all right. Well, that's it for the playoff games. Obviously, we now have our final four: Penn State, Texas, Ohio State, and Notre Dame. Other games here, the Gator Bowl, not even a context. I mean, Ole Miss had opt-outs, but not as many as you'd probably expect for the Gator Bowl. Duke had just a million guys leaving the portal. So this is what you kind of get. Mississippi killed them. Ole Miss
Oh,
killed them.
absolutely killed him. And
And
someone guy tweeting at Lane Kiffin's daughter.
I did
It's like,
not see that.
oh, it's like, well, no, I think he tweeted at Lane first. Is like, or at Lane Kiffin. If you don't cover, can I have a date with your daughter? And his daughter replied, and he
Did
replied,
he
she's not.
did
And he replied, she's not your type, and or you're not her type. And then he was like, all right, then if you don't cover, can we go to Chili's together? And his daughter replied, he's not a beer guy or something like that. It was funny.
honestly, I love Lane Kiffin's Twitter, man. He was
Other
kind
than
of
his
annoying during the first round of the CFP when he was
other
just
than
hyping
his
up the
melt his
SEC.
Twitter's been great, other than his, pissed that he didn't make the playoffs arc.
Yeah. Other than that, everything
Lane's
everything
always
was
been a world class troll, and I love a troll.
hmm I like that he just like isn't afraid to post whatever the fuck he wants on Twitter. Like a
No.
lot of coaches, like a lot of college football coaches, their Twitters are so like fucking like
Their Twitters aren't
sanitized.
aren't run by them. That's what it is.
No, yeah, it's just sanitized corporate shit, and he's just like he's posting memes, he's like replying to fans. He's just I love it, man. I love it. He's a man of the people. I'm sure man of the people. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't watch a second of the Serve Pro First Responder Bowl.
I watched some of it.
Yeah,
It was entertaining. It was
yeah,
entertaining. They had
yeah,
some big runs, big scores.
yeah. Um, that's good. I know Texas State won, but they did not cover. The Duke's Mayo Bowl, Minnesota, Virginia Tech barely squeaked into a bowl. So did Minnesota, to be fair, but Virginia Tech also had a lot of opt-outs, which Minnesota didn't have. So made this a fairly easy pick and came through. Buffalo Liberty. I actually did watch a little bit of this one. Belt to ass. Buffalo killed him. Liberty just lost too much to the portal, and they weren't that really good to begin with. So
Yeah. Jesus one shirt on the sideline when you're getting
Jesus
whooped.
won.
That
Jesus
was
won.
funny.
Um, my favorite reply was Jesus and Buffalo won.
Yep. Seeing PJ Flex Mayo dump was horrifying.
Oh, how did I forget about the Mayo dunk?
He looked like a ghoul.
And what about Flava Flav
Oh
being the
yeah.
Mayo
Yeah, that
mascot?
was like what?
Wait, when
Flavor
they pulled it off, I actually okay. This was a moment where I'm like, okay, is PJ Fleck more hip than I am? Because he pulled off they pulled off like the top of the mascot, and PJ Fleck immediately was like, "It's Flava Flav."
It's because he's older. That's why he's.
That's
That's why he
true.
knew.
And I was like, "Who the fuck?"
He's less
I
hip than
know
you.
Flava Flav, but
He's
I could
less
not
hip than you.
recognize
That's why he
him.
got it right.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Um, yeah, no, that was just weird, man.
So
Well, I
I don't
remember
know. That
they
was
were having the broadcasters eat like a bunch of mayo flavored food. They were like
funny.
gagging on air. It was bad. Like on
Yeah,
the
Will
bad one
Levis
was like
there.
the mayo ice cream. That was rough. They were gagging.
Did did Will Levis play in a Duke's Mayo Bowl?
I don't remember.
I don't think he did.
Would have been
I
too
feel like we would
perfect.
remember if he did,
Would have been too
but
perfect.
oh well. All right. Well, that brings us to Thursday and
The
Friday's
picks.
game. The Orange
What we would
Bowl.
normally have in the college football playoff.
Yes. The Orange Bowl and the Cotton Bowl. You know what? I'm gonna lead us off because I'm still ahead in the picks. Penn State is 1.5 point dogs down Miami, taking on the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Now that we're in the Final Four, we need to put a little bit more analysis into these picks. Um, Penn State's the better football team. I mean, they literally ranked higher. Yes, they have less losses or more losses, but those are to Ohio State and Oregon. Drew Aller's playing the best football of his career the past couple weeks. Meanwhile, Riley Leonard is just I don't know, he's there. Um yeah, I feel very strongly that Penn State's gonna win. So them
Yeah,
getting points to do it, like easy.
it'd be Penn State with the points as well.
And then we've got OSU Texas in the Cotton Bowl on Friday night. Texas is 5.5 point dogs in their home state against the Buckeyes. You're leading us off
I
here.
think if there's any team to match up with them, it's this one.
All right.
But Ohio State looks unstoppable like they did under with Zeke right now. They
Yeah.
just look
Oh,
unstoppable. And I just can't justify picking against them right now.
5.5 is a lot though. Like I could see them. I think Ohio State wins, but I could see them winning on like a field goal.
Yeah, I think they're gonna win more.
But I also want to ride the hot hand, and Ohio State's playing so freaking well right now. Mm, not two in the bowl picks. No, it's down 5. Like gamesman this. Give me Texas. I think Texas covers. I think Ohio State wins, but I think it's like a 3 point game. So I'm picking
Mhm.
Texas. I could end up getting bit in the ass for that one, though. I'm not gonna lie. And then there were 4, and soon there will be 2. Um,
Shall we go over some portal fun? Maybe at least for the
let's
Huskies.
do it. Let's do it, man. Let's see. Is there a portal thing here?
Yeah. Oh, not
More?
on ESPN. You probably got to go on like on three or something.
All right. Um, let's do 247. The OG. The OG. Oh, this is the latest updates. I don't care about latest updates.
School.
Give me
There's a school. To your
school.
left. There
There
we
we
go.
go. Big Ten. Dang it. That's why I hate 247 sometimes. Their interface is kind of
Yep.
inconvenient.
So we just had a new
Sicario,
entry.
that's official.
Yeah, big time. Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
So, the what I've heard about with Dad entering the portal is mainly because he doesn't really want to play nickel, but there's about a 50-50 chance he stays.
Yeah, I know Husky Twitter's going hard to try to keep him
Oh
right
yeah,
now.
and it's
And a lot of the
worked.
players on the team are going hard to try to keep him too.
We've given him a good deal. I gun to my head right now, I think he comes back.
I think so too. I think so too.
And then you're having a lot of like the younger guys who are jumping in are guys who were DeBoer recruits.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Robinson, he got recruited over. Peyton Waters doesn't really fit Walters' scheme. Go back down.
No, I know. I just want to see something because I'm not super interested in those random names that we also got. I'm more interested in something here. Yeah, Takario Davis, number 15 overall recruit in
Top
the
corner.
portal for 247. Where's Jonte at?
Oh, they probably bumped him way down because he was leaving the SEC.
Uh, oh, he already committed to Cal. I knew he was going to Cal,
Oh yeah,
but I
like
didn't
in a
realize he
day.
already committed. Um, oh yeah, look at that. He's way down here.
It'll be
In
nice
some,
next year that
there
we
he is,
will.
41. Jeez,
It'll be
sophomore
nice next
slump.
year that we will be able to be able to we'll be able to splurge
Mm-hmm.
because we're gonna have a lot of the holes filled, and go over after some more top targets.
Jeez, LSU cleaned up in the portal, man.
Oh
They're gonna
yeah,
be right back next
you
year.
know why? Because I got one more year in us.
Yeah. Okay.
Waters doesn't fit a man scheme. Um, Shaw, he'd be fourth corner now, so that's why he left. He wants to play outside. Tough, but I get it. Wayne, just didn't develop. Went to Cal.
Yeah, right.
Royce Cleveland, UC Davis,
If
walk
you
on.
went to UC Davis, that answers your question there.
Walk on. That's Cam Cleveland's son.
Yeah.
Elijah Jackson going to TCU following Juice.
Mm-hmm.
All right, no Justin Harrington entered. Uda, Alupta, stud.
That's a good get. Yep.
Done, just recruited over. Same with Reed. Holtzclaw just wasn't big enough. CJ Christian, stud, and one of Walt. So the reason why Dalton Johnston and Genesis Smith ended up staying is because we hired Walters and he wanted different guys.
Mm.
He wanted Christian and McLaughlin. House, we talked about, wasn't a Jed guy, got a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I get it. We backfilled. So if we didn't backfill, I'd be a lot more upset. Kelly Tafai wasn't going to play. See ya. And he didn't seem too happy being here. Kate Eldridge will be interesting. Guy coming home. Tai Tai Uiagalelei will be very good in this scheme. Jacob Manu is probably going to redshirt. I did not know who Logan Lisherness is.
Me neither. I've never seen that name in my life, if I'm being real.
Keith Reynolds, just wasn't going to get a chance to play when we got Jonte in. I think
Mm.
that's it.
No,
Oh,
no,
Cam
one more.
Davis. Oh, guard
Oh yeah.
Memoir. Yeah, you see where he went.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan Keene, don't know you. Wait,
Long
what?
snapper.
Oh, okay.
Wow, hating on our new long snapper.
It was a problem this year. Look at that hair for McLaughlin.
Yeah, look at
Barkins, yeah, just never got time. Ryder Bumgarner, don't know you. Jack McAllister got like 880K or something.
that. Good for him, man.
Timote Peppa, big boy. Ontario Thompson, 3 tech. Cam Davis, thank you. You know,
Salute Cam Davis.
tough, if he would have stayed healthy, it'd been great
He
to
feels
have.
like he's been in college for 80 years.
Oh, yeah. Carver Willis can be our left tackle. Good
Mhm.
player. I think that's just about everybody.
Yeah, I feel like we're looking at
Oh,
repeats
Gary and
now.
Hatchet,
Oh, Gary coming back.
Curly going home.
You'll have to make up with Jaina.
I apologized. That was the one of the very few tweets I've ever deleted. I was right though. I was right.
Yeah,
Cam Sermon, Tyrese
so
Johnson, don't know you. Sam Adams,
Sam Adams. Yeah, talking about a bust
Adam
there.
Saul, Marius Himes, Caleb Johnson, don't know
Yeah,
you.
just no namers here. Oh wait, one more quick thing. That I cannot let this go without saying. Drew Fowler committing to the job
Oh,
market.
that was awesome, dude. That was he went viral with that.
Yeah,
Like
no, I think
ESPN picked it up and stuff.
yeah, ESPN retweeted it, I think.
That was
Committed.
genius, dude.
He's updated his LinkedIn profile. That was
That
so
was
funny, man.
awesome, dude. That guy's such a character.
Yeah, Drew Fowler's great. Also, Carson Bruner getting a Shrine Bowl invite. I didn't see that
No,
coming.
no,
Good
no.
for
I thought
him,
he got a
man.
Senior Bowl invite.
No, just a Shrine Bowl
Are
invite.
you sure? Double check
Yeah, I
that.
follow. I trust me, I follow this shit closely. It's a Shrine Bowl.
I'm certain it was Senior Bowl. We
Getting
got to ask him
greedy.
a question at our media day. I had to get a signed.
Actually, hold on. Senior Bowl roster because this gets
We
updated.
got to get a. We got to. I got to bring something for him to sign at this Shrine Bowl if he's there.
Yeah.
Hey, he's gonna be playing
Uh,
with Shadur.
have they already announced the? Oh wait, never mind. This was last year. Hold on. Let me do 2025 Senior Bowl. There we go. Yeah, no, the Shrine Bowl this year's low key actually got some fucking dudes.
I know.
Here we go. No Carson Bruner.
Fuck.
Meanwhile,
We don't have anyone going there, do we?
not to the Senior Bowl, I don't think. And I want to say Bruner's our only one in the Shrine Bowl.
What about Giles?
Yeah, Bruner. Nope,
I
no
feel like
Giles in
Giles could get
either.
an invite. Oh, Jabbar's going there.
Yeah, Jabbar's gonna be there.
Better knock him out with friendly fire, Bruner.
Low key though, I mean, I mean this. The Shrine Bowl roster this year's good.
Yeah.
Like normally it's like the guys that couldn't get an invite to the Senior Bowl, but like this year there's some dudes that are going to the Shrine Bowl. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yep. This be fun.
Let's
They got
see.
a Rondé Gadsden at the
They got
Shrine
Rondé
Bowl.
Gadsden. Yep. They
They
got
got
Raheem
Rocket
Sanders.
Sanders,
They got Rocket Sanders. Let's see. Who else?
Jabbar
Jabbar.
Muhammad, Terrence Ferguson. Ugh.
I didn't realize Terrence Ferguson was in the Shrine Bowl, actually. That one's new to me.
He's totally getting
Hold
drafted, dude.
on. Chris
He could,
Paul. That's actually a good get.
yeah,
Uh,
good basketball player. Trying his
yeah.
hand at football.
Yeah, you know. Oh, Terrence Ferguson got a Shrine Bowl and a Senior Bowl invite. Okay. Huh.
Oh, Juice Wells.
Juice Wells, yeah.
There are some
Of
dudes here, man. And then the headliner, of course, is Shadur.
course, of course. Let's see. Let's see. There's any other
Wait,
guys?
wait, 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 wait. Oh,
Damian,
I love Natch Hutchmeister.
Nebraska, yeah.
He's awesome.
Damian
Wrestler.
Damian Martinez did get an invite, but it looks like he
Oh,
declined it
Francisco
after
Maega
the
was his best.
Senior Bowl just gave him a he just accepted a Senior Bowl invite today, so he
Mm.
must have declined the Shrine Bowl after that, which makes sense. They're in back-to-back weeks. Why would you do both?
Ja'Cory Brooks is there?
Yeah, Ja'Cory Brooks. Let's see. Kobe Bryant
Oh, yeah.
and Bello Dotson. They got both the Kansas corners
Jeez.
here. Luke Lachey.
Yeah.
Curtis Rourke's gonna be there.
Wow. There are some. This is probably the best Shrine Bowl ever, man.
This is a good Shrine Bowl roster. Then you get to the Colorado guys,
Oh, you
Shadur.
got a Colorado School of Mines representative, a long
Oh yeah, you
snapper
do.
named Josh Wuchowitz.
Wojciech. Jimmy Horn's gonna be there.
Oh,
LeJounte
Jimmy
Wester,
Horn's
Will
there.
Shepard.
Oh, you know why Shiloh's there?
Y-
Because they're like Shadur's like, I'm not going unless Shiloh's there.
Yeah, right. Shoot, wouldn't surprise me if Shadur got a Senior Bowl invite and Shiloh didn't. So he's like, I'm going where Shiloh will
That's
get an invite.
absolutely what happened,
Yeah.
dude. Is a team gonna draft Shiloh?
Noel Williams. That's
I bet
actually
you
that.
like I bet you on day 3 of the draft, Prime's gonna be tweeting all day of like, why isn't anyone drafted Shiloh?
Yeah.
Oh, Drew Kendall's in there twice.
Yeah, look at that. Congratulations to Drew Kendall. Maybe they've got two different centers at Boston College named Drew Kendall who are both good enough to play in the Shrine Bowl
And are both draft eligible.
and are both
Jaquindon
draft eligible.
Jackson. Okay.
Quinning Jackson, yeah. Shamari Simmons, here we go.
This is an awesome Senior Bowl,
It's
man.
good Shrine Bowl, but yeah.
Or you know what I
It's
meant.
really awesome. So if you look at this, let's look at the Senior Bowl roster too while we're at it, while we're still.
I mean, this is year two of it being open to everybody, right?
Yeah. Yep.
So I mean, it's just I mean, it's just draft eligible good players, you know.
Yeah. That want to go because obviously some of them just don't want to risk anything.
Malachi Moore, watch your neck, people.
CJ Dipper, two different. Or sorry, Alabama A&M. Never mind. Jonah's
You're
gonna
fired,
be
hot shot.
there. Cam Scattaboo.
No T Mac, huh? He'd be fun in one on ones.
Yeah, he probably got an invite, just didn't
Like
feel like it.
I'm going top 10. I don't really
Yeah,
care
he
to
doesn't need it. It's not gonna help him or hurt him either
Harold
way.
Fannin.
It's like there's a reason Travis Hunter's not playing in the Shrine Bowl.
Harold Fannin. He'll be fun
Yeah,
in
Harold Fannin going to the Senior Bowl. That's fun. I was looking at Harold Fannon's stat splits, by the way. He finished like 2,000 career yards and 1,500 of them were this year alone. It's like, dang.
Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah. Harold, hell yeah. There's Noel Williams again. A couple UCF guys.
Cam Jackson.
Cam Jackson from Florida there. A couple Florida DB or defense players, front seven guys. Three different FSU guys.
I don't
One of
know how
them,
you can be invited to the Senior Bowl after that.
yeah. Smell
Tate
London.
Ratledge.
Yeah, Tate Ratledge, yeah.
None of the top defenders are there though.
No. Again, guys like Malachi Starks, Jalen Walker, those guys don't
You're
need
not.
the
It's it's
Bowl.
not uncommon for blue chippers to skip out.
Yeah,
Oh, I
right.
love Yahya Black. He's fun.
Yeah. Pat Bryant, Malik Verdon. His
Lot
name
of
apparently his
cyclones.
name is Malik Verdon, Malik Verdon.
A lot of cyclones.
A lot of Cyclones, yeah. A lot of them with the name, same kind of variation of the same name. Jalen, Jaden,
Oh,
Jalen.
Jaden Higgins. I like Jaden Higgins.
Yeah. It's just funny. They got a receiver, Jaden Higgins, and then Jalen Noel. And then
Yeah.
there's also the Iowa linebacker, Jay Higgins. It's not confusing at
Oh,
all.
jeez.
Uh, Devin Neal's going to be in
What a
Mobile.
fall off. Tyler Shuck.
There's Tyler Shuck. There you go. Quincy Riley getting another Senior Bowl invite after he accepted it last year just to go
Yep.
back to school. At least they remembered his name. Three LSU O linemen getting an
Wow.
invite. None of them being
Will Campbell.
Will Campbell, Mason Taylor, Kyron Lacey, Mike Green. Oh, he's gonna be fun in Mobile. Bunch of Hurricanes too. Jalen Rivers, Damian Martinez, Royo, Restrepo. Wait, is Cam Ward? Did Cam? I thought Cam Ward did get a Senior Bowl invite. Am I tripping?
Sorry, say that again.
I thought Cam Ward got a Senior Bowl invite. Am I wrong?
Maybe just not accepted it.
I mean, I thought he accepted it already. I thought
Oh,
he
okay.
like tweeted that he accepted it. No, I guess not. I guess I was wrong. Never mind. Must be thinking of someone else.
All right. They're saying about 35 to 40% Thad stays.
Oh man, that's too bad.
I'm honestly, I'd take if I had to choose between Takario and Thad, I'd choose Takario.
Fair enough. I would too, but having both would be sick.
You're you're not getting it's it's kind of in my opinion, it's have cake and eat it too.
Right. Lathan Ransom, Pride of Tucson, Senior Bowl invite.
Who is?
Lathan Ransom.
Oh yeah, and he went to Ohio State.
Yep. Hey man. So would Bijan. I get it. I think Latham and Bijan both went to South Point. Let me check that. Let me confirm. I
Bijan
know
did.
Bijan went.
Yeah,
I want to say
that must have
Latham.
been a pretty damn good team. They had both of
Fuck
them.
man. Yep, South Point Catholic.
Wow, yeah,
That's not too
nice.
much of a surprise.
Yeah,
Shoot,
that's
South Point
power.
Catholic's just down the road from me.
You should go teach and coach football there.
I should. That'd be
Oh,
sick,
it'd be pretty
actually.
easy to coach football there.
Yeah, I know. It probably would be. Um,
A lot of dudes going from Ohio State though. A lot of good players going.
yeah. Seth McLaughlin, man. You know what? He really turned around his rep at Ohio
Mm,
State just to tear his Achilles. That sucks.
poor guy. Hey, I'd pick him up as a cheap center of the future right there, late round. Ooh,
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Ollie Gordon fell off,
what a
but
fall off, dude.
still got senior. But look at all these rebels. Jeez.
Whew. And you spent all that money for nothing. I do not have a draftable
Oh,
grade
look
on
at all these
Jackson Dart.
ducks.
I do
Birch
not
Cup.
have a draftable grade on Jackson Dart. I would not.
Really?
Nope. I would not take.
Wow. I know some people are saying you take him early day too.
No.
That's way off of where other people have him. That's crazy.
Jordan Birch, Jamari Caldwell, Jeffrey Bossa, Johnny Cornelius, Dylan Gabriel, Terrence Ferguson, Tez Johnson. Oof.
Our boy Jackson Slater.
Oh, yep. Yeah, good for him, man. We
Oh
tried
yeah.
to get him. And he's like, well, I'm just going to go pro next year, so might as well.
Stick around. Cal Kennard, one of my faves. It's gonna be down there. TJ Sanders, another one of my faves. They got the whole South Carolina D line down there. I Manor, he'll be there. Omar Norman Lott, another former Folsom Bulldog. Fun fact.
Drew
He was there for like
McCoy
an
still in
off season.
college. Drew
Folsom
McCoy
Bowl.
finally decided to go to the Senior Bowl after how many years?
Yeah. You know what? This is a great year for the 916 between Omar Norman Lott and Cam Scadaboo. No Folsom Bulldogs, though, I'm afraid. Unless Daniel Nagata went to the draft, which I actually don't know if he did
I
or
have
not.
no clue.
Me neither. Gunnar Helm, Nick Scorton. That's fun. He's a good player. Both Shamars are going to be there for A&M, Stewart and Turner. It's so weird because Shamar is not like a common name. A&M not only has two Shamars,
They
but they
both play
both
D
play
line.
defensive line. And they're both good players. You think that's why they decided to team up there? They're like, let's show them. Let's show them the power of a good Shamar combo. Maliki Matavao. I remember when we were recruiting him at the Huskies.
Oh, yeah. Turned out to be a pretty solid player. Big
Cody
boy.
Marks, Dorian Strong. A lot of Hokies here.
Ooh, yeah. Ananias Pebbles is a funny name.
Nice
Peebles.
pebble. Peebles, yeah. Wyatt Milam's gonna be there. Upton Stout, that's a good name.
He was my best player when I had a Western Kentucky Dynasty.
Oh yeah, there you go. Charles
I
Grant.
like Jack Nelson a lot.
Yeah. Do you think is Hunter, is it Wohler or is it the German Voller?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know. I'm gonna say Wohler, Americanized.
Americanized? I think you're right. You're probably right. But he's a white DB playing at
So
Wisconsin,
you mean a
so
safety?
yeah, he's a safety. He's a white safety playing at Wisconsin, so there's a good chance he's got some German in him. All right. Well, there you go. So there's the early Senior Bowl and Shrine Bowl breakdowns there. We got our picks in. We'll probably save the Week 18 and the coaching prediction recaps for. Oh, look at that. Daniel got his NFL picks in. There you go.
Very
That's
nice.
fun. So we'll talk about that in the on Thursday's pod. Before we leave though, gun to your head, who's going to be the Seahawks OC?
Ooh, that is a tough one, man. Frank Smith.
Frank Smith. All right. I like it. I like it. Gun to my head. Jim Leonard.
Ooh,
I
he's
don't think
big.
I saw some reports today that said they're actually not gonna go in the um established veteran former head coach direction because they want to make a hire similar to what they did with pitcher, where they get a young up and coming guy.
I think that's a mistake for especially
I
for a
agree.
defensive coordinator. You get the grizzled vet.
Right, and that's what I think. And I think they could still go in that direction. I just saw a report saying they were
Where
looking
is
at
sorry.
Leonard. He's the pass defensive passing game coordinator and DB's coach for the Broncos.
Okay.
Which at least that's a good defense. Like if you're gonna poach from a defense, at least poach from a good one. So I get it.
It was a
But
young up
we'll
and
see.
comer 2 years ago.
Yeah. So we'll see. That'd be my prediction right now. But they could still go in the Allen or Saleh direction, although Saleh's getting head coach interviews, so doubt doubt they'll be able to match the price tag. Especially now
Yeah.
that the Niners are also looking for a DC.
Oh, did they
Although
fire Shula?
I would argue the Bengals DC job should be more desirable than the Niners DC job because I think the Bengals are better positioned to be competitive next year than the
Did they
Niners are.
fire Sorensen?
Yeah, they did.
Wow.
Like literally
After
like an
one
hour
year.
before we hopped on the pod.
After 1 year, huh?
1 year, yep. Yup. So I think the me personally, in my biased opinion, if you're looking at the DC jobs open between the Niners and the Bengals, I think the Bengals job's probably more attractive.
Hmm. Attractive in competitiveness, I agree. Attractive in pieces, I'd probably go
Yeah,
with the
100%.
Niners.
In pieces, you're choosing the Niners.
Mhm.
Um, However, you could also make the argument and foundation, like support, ownership, GM,
Mhm.
willingness to spend money to support you, also the Niners. But you could also make the argument that the Bengals are so set on offense, you could
I
arguably
think you're going to
have,
get a lot of offensive pressure, which definitely helps the defense. So
and
that's
you're
that's
also
always in
going
there.
to right, and then also there's a good chance you're going to get 90% of the cap space and draft picks going towards you being able to build up your defense because the offense is for the most part pretty set. So that could also convince someone, but we'll see. We'll see what direction they end up going in. Um, but we'll talk more about coaching decisions on Thursday's pod. We're also going to talk more about the NFL on Thursday's
Hmm.
pod, which I'm sure we'll probably have some updates on the Bengals DC search and the Seahawks OC search on that podcast as well. That
Oh
is
yeah,
it for this edition of the West Coast Draft Podcast. It was a fun one. It was a really fun one. I had fun on tonight's pod. Only three more college football games left. Man.
that
Well,
hurts.
not ever until August. They'll be back in August, but yeah, only three more games left this season. We're down to the final four. Closing thoughts, Mr. Jokinen?
Hmm. If one of us goes belt to ass, all of us goes belt to ass. One of us click like, all of us click like. One of us subscribe, all of us subscribe. Thanks for watching.